It's day 2 in Hong Kong, and I have so much planned today, so it's gonna be epic. Lots of food, a little bit of hiking, just a lot of exploring, so it's gonna be great. This is only my 2nd day here, but the great thing about travel is that you never know if you're gonna like a place until you get there. I feel like I'm constantly surprised about how I feel about places. Thankfully, I'm only 2 days in, but I've determined that I love Hong Kong. If you've been here, you know the chaos that it has. It has such an energy about it, and it's just fun. There's so much going on all the time. Might have to get the next one. I made it. So the Hong Kong Metro deserves a documentary in itself. There's the Metro, the MTR, and there's really stations everywhere, and it's super efficient. It arrives on the second. And then you have these trams that I just took. I don't know when they were built, but they're super old, yet people still use them. And you can pay with your Oculus card, which is like the Metro card here. I'm currently headed to get breakfast at a local Dai Pai Dong. A Dai Pai Dong is a registered licensed street food vendor. It's kind of what you picture when you think of Asian street food. They're sort of a dying art here in Hong Kong because they started way back when Hong Kong was more of just a port and more sleepy. And as it modernized, there was less and less room for the Dai Pai Dongs to pop up. Beyond that, they're typically ran within the family. So as generations have passed, more and more have just kind of fallen out, but there are still a good amount. And I'm going to a very famous one that Bourdain went to, and it's famous for Hong Kong comfort food. Wrong way. On to the next Dai Pai Dong. I ended up going to the wrong place. This is not where I meant to go. It's still good. I've found that Cantonese food is really not that spicy. I didn't know much about Cantonese food, but Cantonese is the cuisine in this area, but it's not that spicy. Go to this place instead. This is the right place. So see this heaven or hell? It's right across from this. And now I'm going to the Peak. So the Peak is the top of this mountain on Hong Kong Island with one of the best viewpoints of the city. It's an absolute must for when you're here. I'm taking the Central-Mid-Levels Escalators, which is the longest outdoor escalator in the world, which is pretty crazy. So I'm taking this to the base of the Peak, and then I'll hike up the rest. So that's my plan. The other cool thing about this escalator system is that it goes downhill from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and then it goes uphill 10:30 a.m. to maybe 10 or 11 p.m. So it transports people from the top of the mountain, down the mountain, into the city for work, and then at the end of the day, when they go back home, take the escalator up. It's a pretty smart system. I didn't really do too much research on this hike, so I'm not sure if it's 45 minutes or 3 hours, but only time will tell. Been hiking for about 35 minutes now, and I've only gotten a few glimpses of the city below, but the views up here are just unreal. There's a funicular up the mountain, but you can also take it down the mountain. So I would recommend buying a one-way journey. hiking up and then rewarding yourself with the tram down. I think that's the move. But if you're not physically able, to just take the tram because this is very vertical. I mean, it's like almost 30, 35 degrees, very steep. Made it to the top. It's a much bigger production than I initially thought it would be. There's a Starbucks, there's a McDonald's, a Burger King. But the views the entire way on the hike were just incredible. And you see a lot of stuff that you don't see if you just take the tram. It probably took about, I would say, 2 hours, but it was great. I bought this joint ticket for a single journey tram ride and then a ticket to the Sky Tower. Collectively, it was 122 Hong Kong dollars, which is just over 15 US dollars. I think you actually save money by buying it in advance, but I'll confirm that. All right, I'm gonna go find the Sky Terrace. So if you buy the tram and the Sky Terrace in advance, it's 122. If you buy it here, it's 137. So you save 15 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 2 US dollars, but still saving money, so that's good. All right, that's it for me up here. I'm tired, so I'm gonna take the tram down and go back to my Airbnb. So many people. That's it for now. I'm gonna go take a nap and shower and recharge and then go back out. All right, I'm back. Laid down for a nap. Did I fall asleep? No, absolutely not. Of course not. But it's just the intention that counts, and I feel better just because I shut my eyes. The tram is kind of just a thing of novelty. It's not really the most efficient way to get around, but it's still fun. Also part of the metro ecosystem is ferries. So I'm taking a ferry, which is called the Star Ferry, and it just takes you across the harbor. The metro is probably also more efficient, but again, it's just about doing new things. The camera just doesn't do it justice. Now I'm headed to a dim sum place called Tim Ho Wan. It's very famous here. It's one of the most famous dim sum places. Also a place that Bourdain went to. And they have a few locations, but I'm going to the original. I got like a 10-minute walk, hop on a train for 10 minutes, and then another 10-minute walk. In Hong Kong, you walk a lot, which is great because you never have to feel bad about anything that you eat or drink. Made it. One super interesting thing is that you're supposed to wash your dining ware with tea in a bowl before you eat. That's something you do at most restaurants here. These are steamed pork and shrimp dumplings, which is shumai, and this is steamed chicken feet in black bean sauce.
All this food keeps coming by and it looks so good. I'm so hungry. She just brought me these things and I have no idea what they are. Oh, so these are the deep fried sticky rice flour dumpling filled with pork and shrimp. Delicious.
So I'm going in with the shumai. The shrimp aren't like chopped, they're just whole pieces of shrimp in there. This is what the majority of Hong Kong looks like. And all of these apartments are super expensive. That's the craziest part. That was delicious. Between showing up at places and them not being opened, or me not having the cash, or just not being able to actually identify the place that I want to go to and then ending up at the wrong place, I feel like that one delicious meal has kind of eluded me since I've been here. But I finally just had it because that was phenomenal. So yeah, you definitely have to come to Tim Ho Wan if you ever make it to Hong Kong. Another thing you're supposed to do is go to the Temple Street night market, and I have not done that yet. So I'm hopping on a train to go there now. Made it to the market. This place looks great. I ran out of space on my memory card. But I walked the whole market. It's basically just a bunch of like fake luxury goods and a bunch of other small knickknacks. Nothing really too interesting. I'm gonna call it a night here and head back. But thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe and do the other stuff. I'll see you in the next video, which will be when I go to country number 35. So that's it for now. Peace.